I've lived on my land outside of Red Brook County for 26 years. My granddad left me the 90-acre property with a 2-bedroom cabin, some old barns, and a creek that runs from the foothills down to the valley. Quiet, beautiful, and mine legally and without dispute since 1948. That is, until the Whispering Pines HOA showed up. They built a luxury development just west of my property line. Gated entry, cookie-cutter homes, foliage clubhouse, all the usual trappings. I wasn't thrilled, but I figured I could coexist as long as they stayed on their side of the fence. Unfortunately, they didn't. It started with nature walkers cutting through my lower pasture. Then someone built a bench overlooking my creek. Then one day, I spotted survey flags, bright orange, marking a line that ran straight across my land to the far bank of the creek. A week later, without a permit or a word to me, the HOA's contractor showed up with lumber, concrete, and a backhoe. I stopped them at the gate. "What are you building?" I asked. "Footbridge," said the foreman, "connecting the HOA trail system to the bluffside." "That bluffside is on my land." He shrugged. "Take it up with the board." So I did. HOA President Caitlin Spencer, the sort of person who calls herself civic-minded, but drives a BMW X5 and barks at teenage lifeguards, told me the board had reviewed the plats and determined the creek was on unclaimed communal space. I laughed. "That communal space has a deed and my name on it." She didn't blink. "We believe this bridge will raise property values. If you'd like to join the HOA, we can offer you full voting rights." I declined. I also sent a cease and desist letter via my lawyer. They ignored it. 2 weeks later, the bridge was done. A 35-foot wooden footbridge with iron railings and string lights, anchored into my creek bed. So I got creative. The bridge may have been on my land, but they hadn't set a proper foundation. Just poured concrete footers onto soft soil, no rebar. And guess who happened to be out there for a ribbon-cutting photo op one Saturday morning? That's right, Caitlin, for board members and a local journalist. I stood just upstream with a coffee in hand as they lined up for photos, giving speeches about community and connectivity. My neighbor Henry, who's also a structural engineer, walked up and said, "They seriously didn't anchor it properly. A few inches of water pressure and it'll shift." That's when I got an idea. I walked back to the old irrigation control up the hill and cranked open the gate. Within minutes, a rush of water surged through the creek. Not dangerous, just enough force to erode the shoddy foundation. I walked back just in time to hear Caitlin say, "This bridge will stand for generations." Crack. The upstream footer slipped first. The bridge groaned, then snapped right in the middle. Caitlin and crew screamed as the far side tilted and dumped them waist-deep into the water. Nobody was seriously hurt, just wet, muddy, and shocked. I called 911 for safety protocol, then greeted the deputy myself. "Looks like the HOA trespassed and installed an illegal structure," I told him, and gravity took care of the rest. After some quick investigation, the county confirmed, no permit, no foundation inspection, built on private land. The HOA was fined $45,000 for illegal construction and ordered to remove the remaining debris under county supervision. They also had to publicly apologize and reimburse the cleanup costs. Caitlin resigned a month later. The bridge, gone. And I had a new sign made that now stands where the footers once were. Private property. Trespassers get wet. It's amazing how a little water, some patience, and gravity can fix what lawyers can't.